Hi all, it's me Dion here. Um, I've been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and people have been making videos regarding the jewelry that they wear. So I thought that would be something interesting I could make a video about. I don't have a vast array of jewelry that I wear on a daily basis, but I figured I could talk about the the few pieces of jewelry that I do wear on a daily basis. Sorry, my nose is itching. I don't know. They say when your nose is itching, it means someone's talking about you, or I don't know. Old wise tale. Anyway, um, I will start out. I'll go from head to toe. So the first piece of jewelry that I wear every day. Now this is jewelry I wear every day. I never take off. From the moment I got it, I put it on, and it has never left my body. Which is a reason why when I buy jewelry, I always buy legit, real jewelry. I don't buy costume jewelry or fake jewelry. I'm not putting down people if that's what they like to buy. To each their own. I just like to buy jewelry that is real because I don't want to have to take it off every time I wash my hands, take a shower, and whatnot. I wanted to, I'd be able to leave it on my body and I don't have to worry about it. So, okay, so we'll start out with earrings, okay? These are 14 karat gold hoops that I got probably 4 to 5 years ago. And the moment I put them on, I had another pair of earrings that my grandmother gave me that are 14 karat gold hoops as well, and they have little pieces of diamond in them. Um, I don't have those with me at the moment, but I used to switch between those and these. But I usually generally just leave these on. Um, and these are 14 karat gold hoops. I'm not gonna talk about like body jewelry, like all this stuff, because truthfully, I don't know the details on all this jewelry. Honestly, I know that it must be like um, steel or something so that it doesn't get corrosive or anything. It hasn't rusted or anything. So I know it's a solid piece of metal that's input in my face. But to give you the details about exactly what the metal consists of, I wouldn't be able to do that because I don't exactly know. I just know I've never gotten an allergic reaction from it, and I've never had any issues with it, basically. Second piece of jewelry is actually two pieces of jewelry. This is a very significant piece of jewelry to me, both of these, because these were the last two gifts I got from my grandmother for my birthday and Christmas. First is a 14 karat gold um, rope chain that I got from her for, I think it was for Christmas, and for my birthday, she got me, it's a Tinkerbell pendant. Okay, I love Tinkerbell, and she got me this for my birthday and Christmas. So that's what that looks like. And I've had these in for probably maybe 10 years, give or take. And they still look perfectly fine. I've had this for many years. Um, uh, when I had jewelry prior to getting off drugs, I couldn't hold on to the jewelry for very long because I would always pawn it or sell it to the drug dealer. And this is meaningful to me. All of my jewelry is meaningful to me because it signifies that I've been clean and I've held on to the jewelry and I haven't sold it for anything. All my jewelry will remain on my body for the rest of my life. I will die with it. I was thinking of giving the jewelry to maybe my daughter or my younger cousin Lena because it doesn't make sense for my jewelry. I'm probably going to be cremated. This is a very morbid conversation. I'm just saying that I'm probably going to leave my jewelry to my daughter or my cousin, or maybe a combination of give up certain pieces to my daughter, certain pieces to my cousin, because I don't want anything to happen to my jewelry because it is good jewelry. Okay, next piece of jewelry to get back to what we're talking about here. Okay, this is white gold, and it's got little diamonds in it. They're real diamonds too. My younger cousin Lena got me this when I had like a year clean in sobriety. She gave me this ring. I was going to meetings back then, and my first anniversary of having a year clean, my home group meeting that I used to go to, they had a little party for me. We had cake and everything. My grandmother came, my son came, and my cousin Lena came, and we all celebrated my 1 year clean anniversary, and that was a great day. I'm so glad my grandmother was able to be a part of that with me. She was really proud of me for getting clean and getting my life together. I wasn't nearly to the point that I got to be years later when I got a job and was able to stand on my own 2 feet. I wish my grandmother could have been around to see that, but I know wherever she is, she's looking down on me, and I know she's proud of the changes that I've been able to make. Even though I'm temporarily out of work right now, I know this is only a temporary situation that I'm in, and that I will be working again in the near future, and I'll get my life back together the way I want to. You know, and life has ups and downs, and unfortunately, even in sobriety, we have our ups and our downs, and I'm learning to deal with that the best way that I can. Okay, now to get back to what we're talking about. And this is the last piece of jewelry I have. I don't have any more jewelry. I told you I don't have a lot of jewelry. Okay, this is the ring. I think I made a video about this ring. This ring is a 14 karat gold diamond ring. And it's got a 1.57 carat diamond on it. This ring is very meaningful to me because I think I explained in a previous video that I made when I was talking about this ring. I had 2 diamond rings years ago, many years ago. One I got from my oldest son's father, the man that I was truly in love with. And I didn't pawn that ring. I take that back. I'm sorry. I gave that ring to a drug dealer in lieu of drugs. We swapped out the ring for drugs, and I was supposed to go back the next day and get the ring back and pay him the cash that I owed him. But the following day, I didn't have access to transportation or a vehicle, and because of that, I couldn't track him down. I didn't know where he was. He wasn't where he normally stayed, and I went to great lengths to try to get that ring back, and I ended up being violently assaulted that night because I was trying to hunt down my ring, and I ended up in a bad place, and an awful thing happened to me. And it was a really traumatic situation that I went through. And so I never got the ring back. After I was assaulted, I ran back home with my tail between my legs and admitted defeat. And I went into a drug rehabilitation. I went back to Chicago and went into a drug rehab. My mother was a substance and alcohol abuse counselor, and she had the ability to get me in a drug rehab where I didn't have to be on a waiting list, and she got me in a place. It was the same treatment place that she worked for. I didn't go to the location she worked at, but I went to a different location in Springfield, Illinois, and it's called Gateway Foundation. And I was supposed to be there for 90 days, but I ended up only being there several weeks. because I began to have a little thing with a guy there. It was a co-ed type of treatment center where there was guys and girls. And me and this guy started fooling around there. And we were politely asked to either leave or get up in front of the entire group of people that we were in treatment with and state that we were having an ongoing relationship that was inappropriate. And they basically wanted us to admit that we had sex. Well, we didn't have sex, and I told them I'm not going to get up and admit that I did something I didn't do. And they were convinced that we had sex, and we didn't. All we did was kiss. We had a simple kiss. It was not simple, it lasted a couple minutes, but I wasn't going to get up and proudly announce that I had done something that I hadn't done. I said, maybe if you give us some time to go in a room and do our thing, I said, then I'll feel more comfortable getting up in front of a group and telling them I did something. I said, but I'm not going to get up in front of the group and say I did something I hadn't done. But they were convinced that we had done that, and so I left. We both did. His grandfather came and picked him up, and I took a train back to Chicago. And the night that I got back to Chicago, I called him, and he gave me a number to call, and I called him, and he came and picked me up that night, and I moved in with him, and he was like an on again, off again boyfriend that I had for multiple years. He was actually the guy that was with me when I gave birth to my oldest son. He was with me, and he took a bus to Las Vegas to come and visit me, and he was madly in love with me. And I had strong feelings for him as well. I did. I really cared a lot about him, but I never had the exact same kind of love for him like I had for my eldest son's father. The love I had for him was very unique and different than any other love I had for another man. And I kind of knew that I would never have those feelings for another person again. I was just always holding out hope that we were going to rekindle our relationship and things would be great between us, and it never happened. He passed away, and it just never happened. But anyway, to get back to the story, so I never got back the ring, and then the second diamond ring that I had, my ex-husband got me right out. We didn't have the rings when we got married. We couldn't afford the ring, but then he got a credit card, and he was able to buy me the ring on the credit card, and then I had it was like a 1 carat diamond ring. It was a nice ring. I liked it. I picked it out, and I had it for like 5 years, and then I pawned the ring, and my friend convinced me to pawn it and give him so much of the money from the pawning, and he would help me get the ring out. Well, he never helped me get the ring out. He got upset with me about some BS. He had a major crush on me, and I was married at the time, and he wanted me to leave my husband for him and stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna do that. I said, we're friends, and I like being friends with you. I said, but I'm not gonna leave my husband for you. And he just couldn't get that through his head. And he passed away probably 10 years or more. He was a really bad alcoholic. He would drink vodka and beer all day long. That's all he drank. And he got really sick near the end, and his liver was failing big time. But I never got that ring back. That's 2 diamond rings that I had that were absolutely beautiful rings. Well over $2,000. Probably like $3,000 worth of jewelry between the two rings, even though that's not an enormous amount of money for diamonds. But they weren't. Both rings we got when they were really on sale. We got a deal on them when we bought them. So I know it was sale price kind of thing, but the point is, they were really meaningful rings to me. They meant a lot to me. They symbolized something that, was important to me at that time. And I lost those rings permanently. So ever since I lost the rings, I was desperate to replace those rings with one solid ring that would signify the fact that I replaced the rings that I lost, and that I would never sell this ring, give it to anyone, or do anything with the ring. I will wear it until the end of time, and this ring means the world to me. I love this ring. I had it personally handmade for me. And I told the story in a previous video that I met this guy that owned his own jewelry store, and it was directly behind the store that I was working in. And I went into the store, and he handmade this ring for me. I just told him, gave him some pictures, and I told him what I was looking for in the ring, and he handmade this piece of jewelry for me, and it is absolutely freaking gorgeous ring. I love it so much. I've only had it maybe a month or something like that. I just got the ring. I had it made back in March, and I picked it up in September, sometime in September. So it was like a 6-month period that I had to wait to get it. The ring itself was $2,000 flat. And I researched how much it would cost to get a ring of the equal specifications and size and everything through a couple different websites, online websites, where they make rings. And I looked at James Allen's website and Brilliant Earth's website, and what I learned from those two websites is that if I was to have them make an identical ring for me with the exact same specifications and the exact same specifications on the diamond, it would have cost at least $1,500 more than what I paid for it. This guy that did my ring for me gave me an incredible deal. So I have decided, if I ever want to have any further jewelry made for myself, or if I want to buy jewelry in general, I'm going to go through him, because he gave me such a good deal, and he made this ring so perfect for me. I mean, I couldn't believe how perfect it looked. I will never buy jewelry through anybody else ever. After I got this ring from him, and I saw the craftsmanship that went into making this ring, how absolutely perfect it is, I will never buy another piece of jewelry with anybody other than him. I mean, and he gave me a really good deal. I mean, what I got for the $2,000 was way better than what I would have gotten at any other place, and they would have charged me at least $1,000 to $1,500 in addition to what I already paid. So I got a really good deal, price wise, and I got a really great crafted piece of jewelry that I know is going to last me forever. I mean, and he really picked out an excellent diamond for me too. I mean, it's an E in the color. I mean, the highest you can go is D, and I got an E, so that's like almost perfect in color. I mean, it's VS1, which means you can't see anything with the naked eye, and even what you can see under a microscope is such a minor thing that, because I have the paperwork, I've got the IGI lab report for the diamond, and the couple little inclusions that it has are so minor that it's not even a big deal. So he and in fact he told me that when I went there initially, and I just told him what I was looking for in the ring, and when I put down the $100 down initially, he told me, he said, I'm gonna take my time to find you a really good diamond. He said, because that's gonna make your piece of jewelry the best it can be. Getting a really good diamond to sit on top of that setting. So, it took, a good month before the diamond came in that he ordered for me. And he really took his time to pick out a really great diamond that was gonna set the whole piece off in a way that was gonna just look absolutely fabulous. But anyway, that pretty much sums it all up. I know I didn't have an enormous amount of jewelry that I wear, but this is the stuff that I wear on a daily basis. I never take it off. I did take it off a couple days ago because I ordered a jewelry cleaning kit, and I cleaned all my jewelry. And the only time I'll be taking my jewelry off is when I'm cleaning my jewelry, because I think it's really important to clean your jewelry on a regular basis. So I will be taking my jewelry off to do that. Anyway, guys, it's been great catching up with you, and talk to you in my next video. Take care. Bye.